Alrighty guys, we're out here getting our cardio done this morning. It is a beautiful, like 70 degrees, out about an hour earlier than normal. Sunny, no wind, it's perfect. Tell you what, it feels good in the morning time to get out and just get the sun on your face and in the skin. Almost feels like batteries are recharging. It definitely is noticeable, that's for sure, how much the human body enjoys being in the sun. But, so today, we're only going to go for a mile. I'm already halfway done. I'm heading back towards the house. But, reason why is we've got to go home, mow the front and backyards, and after I'm done mowing, I rented a aerator. So then I got to go core the yard. And once it's all cored, I got to go and fertilize and seed. I'm trying to get this lawn of ours to thicken up in a few spots. So this is a few different like Facebook groups and some YouTube videos basically. Research has deduced it down to is it needs to be aerated, and I'm not fertilizing enough to get it to thicken up. So both the lawns are fairly newish. The front lawn we seeded 2 years ago. 2 years ago? It might have only been a year ago. 2 years ago, yeah. Year and a half. So it was fall time before last summer. So and so we are working on getting that thickened up, and then after that we're going to go ahead and work some more on those little waterfall features they want in the backyard. So I got to dig some more for a couple hours. So basically with that, so with having to do all of that, we're going to reduce the walk down to a mile, since there's a lot of science starting to show it's not the type of cardio specifically you're doing, but the like total amount of activity per se, so like total steps, is what overall adds up for weight loss. Since we're calling it chunky, the steps just keep adding up. My normal walk is just over 4,300 steps, so I tossed my watch on today. We're going to make sure that the extra activity comes to at least that. I'm sure it's going to come to much more, so that way we know if we've done enough cardio today. And then after all that, we've got good old back day, so all of the rows. So it'll be a good day. Enjoy back day. Love rowing some heavy ass weights. And so just about back to the house, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll see y'all in the gym later today. So it's time to hit back. We did our walkway earlier. We came home. We weed whacked the front and backyards. Then we went ahead and aerated the front and backyards, seeded the front and backyards, fertilized the front and backyards. So a lot of lawn work today. Total of like about 4.5 hours just working. That is some hard work pushing around like an aerator and whatnot. So, but we got that done. Went and returned the aerator rental, and now we gotta do back. So we are starting off with lat pull downs, a good old wide bar, and we're gonna knock those out, 5 sets of 12, and let's get going. Alrighty. Man, those, they're definitely heavy. I can tell I'm fatigued from digging yesterday, yard work again today. Then we got more digging to do tomorrow, but the yard's gonna look great. So, remember, just because you've been working, you're out busting your ass all day, or you're sitting behind a desk, or whatever, you need to get out there, go do something physical. Get it done. Because, you know, if you're doing a labor-ass job, go lift some heavy-ass weights when you're done. Because overall in time, it's going to make you healthier, and your job's going to get easier. Because the stronger I am, the way easier it is to go do labor work. And a lot less sore, a lot less joint pain, all that stuff. So because you let your muscles do the work, and then it's not all loaded into your joints and your ligaments because you're just a weak little fuck. So remember that. If you're doing something hard all the time, do something even harder at the end of the day. Make yourself grow. But I'll be back after I finish these lat pull downs for the next movement. Now we're on to bent over barbell rows. We're going to hit these standing again instead of on the incline bench. They just feel good that way right now, probably because I've been doing a bunch of yard work and everything's all nice and loose. So I'm just ready to pull. So I've went ahead and do my 2 warm-up sets, which was 45 pounds, or no, sorry, 50 pounds, 105 pounds, and now I've got 145 on the bar. And that's accounting for the fact it's a Smith bar and not an actual 45-pound bar. So we're 5 by 10 for these. So let's go ahead and hit these things. Those are feeling awesome. So the next 4 sets of those are going to have big pump in the lats and inner traps. You can already feel the blood just rushing into them. So I'll be back after those for the next thing, and let's just get this thing going. So now that we've finished up barbell rows, we're going to go ahead and do barbell shrugs. It's the same weight, using the same machine, so that way I don't have to set up incline row and seated row and then switch back to this. So I think it'll be a little more efficient. Again, 5 by, what do we got to do for shrugs here? 5 by 12, 145 pounds. So not the heaviest shrugs, but I'm not trying to go super heavy on them at the moment. I'm trying to keep them just very nice and controlled, very precise, without having to rush through them or making sure I'm getting the full range of movement. So let's get these things freaking going, man. Alright, this will great. So I'm gonna knock those out and then we'll be back for seated incline rows. Now we're gonna go ahead and hit incline cable rows. We're gonna try and move up 10 pounds this week from 40 to 50 pounds. But we are gonna go from 5 sets of 15 to 5 sets of 12. I'm not liking these being kind of light at that higher rep range. It's not feeling very effective. So I'm going to start increasing the weight here and probably moving back down towards 10 reps, maybe 12 reps on these. But let's go ahead and hit these things, see how they feel now at 10 pounds heavier. those actually still feel kind of light. So I'm gonna go ahead and move those up to 60 pounds instead of 50, and see how they feel in the next set. And I'll check in with you guys when I get to seated rows. I'll let you know if I stayed at 60 or if I went to 70, you know what we're doing here. Now that we're done with those rows, we stayed at 60 pounds. We just hit that for 4 more sets and finished up. Felt really good. Next back day is probably going to 70. So that feels good. I love the fact when rows get stronger. Just means your lats are growing. So bigger lats, man, bigger V-taper. Just the more triangle you can get going on, the slimmer your waist looks. So can't beat that. Big lats, big back, big physique. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get seated rows going now. Short bar first. And we're going to go ahead and superset those with cable crunches just so we can get this stuff done today and get on out of here. And because I am getting hungry, it is time to eat. The hanger is coming. So these were 5 sets of 140 last week. We're going to go up 10 pounds on that to 150 pounds because last week after hitting 5 sets of 140, back felt pumped, but it definitely wasn't fatigued. I wasn't failing inside of that rep range. So I was still able to go ahead and set the pin at 200 pounds and full stack it for a set of 10. So that definitely means I'm leaving reps on the table for sure at the lower rep, or should I say the lower weight with more reps. So we're going up to 150 pounds and 12 reps. So let's see what we can get going today. Oh. Woo. Yeah. That feels like it. I think 150 pounds at 12 reps is going to be the weight for today, at least with the fact I've done a bunch of yard work. So that also plays into today. But now for cable crunches, because without big abs, man, I just look fat all the time. Because I've got horrible, horrible genetics when it comes to fat distribution. My lower stomach and love handles is the last thing to go, like a lot of people, unfortunately. But my love handles stay around in that lower back fat, even after the point to where I have a visible six-pack. Like, these stupid things, man, they just do not go away for me. It is so annoying. And it takes a lot of dieting for a long time for them to disappear. So, this summer, they're hanging out. I ain't gonna be too worried about them. They're getting a little smaller, so as long as the rest of me grows, they'll look even smaller. So proportionally, they won't look bad. That's the goal overall. But definitely, if I could get rid of some more of this little bit of stomach fat here, and we could get the abs really popping, at least the upper 4 here, and that oblique cut in, I'll be happy for this summer. So I don't have crazy expectations of what I want to get to. I'm trying to be very realistic with the time frame that I'm shooting for before, fall starts to come around and winter comes around, and then I want to put a bunch of strength on. So I'm going to stop eating in a deficit like I am now, but I'm not going to go into a massive surplus, only like 150 calories, because I don't want to be putting on crazy amount of body fat and not a lot of muscle. Because realistically, you're going to put on like a pound of muscle maybe 1.5 pounds a month if you're lucky, like newbie gain level. If you're advanced or moderate lifter, you know, you're looking at like 0.5 pound a month. So if you're gaining more than like 1 pound a month in weight, it's probably just all fat. So let's be realistic. But I'm gonna get these things finished up, and with that, get out there, go get something done today, and don't be a lazy fuck.